The Buttimer Group is a diversified engineering group, and we work in numerous different sectors. We work in the sectors, I suppose, as broad-ranging as pharmaceutical industry through to the power and energy industry. We work in the mining industry. We work in the food and beverage industry, animal feedstuffs industry, and of course, the subject we're going to talk about today, we work in the port industry. And the reason we've worked in so many different sectors is I suppose the business was initially a domestic business in the Irish market, and with a market the size of Ireland being so small, you're forced to work in many different industries. However, our core industry has always remained the mechanical handling of dry bulk cargoes. Within the port sector, we have two core businesses. Our first is design and process engineering and installation. This can range from layout design, from consultancy and partnerships or advice to clients through to complete construction and project management. Our other sector in the port industry is the production of high quality port equipment. We have recently rebranded this as Dock Solid, and I suppose the three words we put with that are clean, flexible and robust. And we believe for equipment that's fit for purpose and suitable for an environment like the port industries, those three words are very important. Cleanness, clean, it has to be environmentally friendly to fit in with ports and different regulations internationally. Flexibility, both as a piece of equipment, it needs to be flexible, but as a business we need to be flexible to be able to work and meet our clients' needs. And the final word, robust, the equipment needs to be built in a way that it can be sustained and maintained and operated in a very harsh environment, which is a port facility.
You've recently expanded your business to Poland. Since this move, you've undertaken a number of projects involving the design and installation of bulk terminals in the region. Can you elaborate a little more on these terminal projects in regards to their design, the equipment offered and the scale of these projects in general?
Yes, we started in the Polish market in 2005, and in the last, I suppose you could say 3 years, we probably are the leading provider of port solutions in the Polish market. We completed a project for Bunge International. We built a new port facility for them in the port of Świnoujście on the Polish-German border, where we put in a facility for importing soybean cake that they produce in their processing plants in South America. We have a ship unloading facility that unloads soybean cake at approximately 1,000 tons per hour. There's a handling system that takes the product from ship through to store. We can then also discharge from the store soybean cake at I think it's roughly about 700 tons per hour. As capacities get larger and larger going through ports, the demands on equipment increase every day. And as a result, the equipment that you produce needs to be fit for purpose. It needs to be a piece of equipment that the client or the port can be guaranteed of getting productivity out of, getting usage out of. A piece of equipment, it can be the best in the world, but if it isn't operating, it's of no use to a client. So for us, we produce a piece of equipment that it is mechanical fail-safes and everything that's involved in it. So if something goes wrong, a man can walk in any part of the world with his toolbox and repair it with locally sourced components. We don't have to fly a piece of computer equipment in to the middle of Africa from America that takes 3 weeks to get in, and the client has no use of his equipment in that meantime. For us, it's very important that the equipment is built fit for purpose, so that's very much taken into account the port it's working in and the area it's working in. And we have developed our equipment to a point that we now feel that with a brand like Dock Solid, we are offering a unique piece of kit that's not out there.
So beyond the Dock Solid range, are there any other products in the pipeline that we should be aware of?
I suppose to clarify the brand Dock Solid, Dock Solid isn't specific to one piece of equipment. We supplied a piece of equipment to the port of Buchanan in Liberia, which was a industry-leading piece of mobile ship-loading equipment. We developed, in conjunction with a company called Telestack, and also another Irish company, We developed a ship loading telescopic conveyor, if you want to call it that, or system for loading up to post-Panamax sized ships. And our part of design was the undercarriage. The conveyor, telescopic conveyor, goes on top of our all-wheel travel undercarriage system, which allowed for massively decreased times in hatch change. And hence we can confidently say we can reduce for a Panamax sized ship, we can reduce the ship loading time by over 4 hours. The undercarriage we designed actually in conjunction with Telestrac won an award with the International Bulk Journal for its innovative design, and the innovation was in the undercarriage, in the system that we used. And again, it's back to being flexible and robust. We were able to move our equipment flexibly and quickly, and it's built in a way that it can be maintained and run in an environment, a harsh environment, like the Port of Buchanan, loading iron ore at a capacity of 2,000 tonnes an hour. It is a piece of equipment that is part of the Dock Solid range, and it's equipment that we're looking to push into other parts of the world, be it Africa, be it the Middle East, be it further in Europe. And we feel it's an innovative piece of equipment.